What's up, y'all? Sparty here. So, for this video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Hismell O1 True Wireless Earbuds. Now, for a quick disclaimer, these were sent to me, not for any sort of monetary value, just to see what my opinions are. I just wanted to get that out of the way, as this is my first ever, like, review unit sent to me, period. I really do appreciate the people at Hismell sending me these over just to get my opinion of them. And this isn't to get like, oh, I can't trash them or anything like that. If the trash, I can only say good stuff. They didn't say anything like that. They were very transparent. They just want to see how I feel subjectively about these, and I really do like that a lot. So on Amazon, these are called the Hismell O4. The Hismell O3 are the white ones. They're literally the same earbuds. It's just the black are the Hismell O4, and they are stem style earbuds, as you can see here. Um, Very basic looking. That's probably one of the main things that I would say to improve is to give yourself a more unique look with your earbuds. These look a little too basic, and coming from personal experience, when you do look at these on, say, Amazon, people are just going to look at these and be like, oh, they might not be good because they're $47 and they look very basic. These do have active noise cancellation. These also have a mic pass through mode or ambient mode, and all controls are handled on the earbuds themselves. The only control you don't get is the rewind track control, which does suck for the people that do like that, but that's just something you don't get. No app support, nothing of that nature. Very nice compact case. I really do like that a lot. Very doesn't feel cheap at all. It does the typical true wireless earbud case side wiggle, but it's not that big of a deal. The USB-C port is on the side here. You have an LED indicator light right there. And as you guys saw when I opened the case, you have two indicator lights right here to show whether it's pairing, or whatever. So that's nice. Let's talk about the overall battery life, what you get out of that and whatnot. Well, you have ANC on, it's 5 hours, and ANC off, 5.5 hours. And I think ANC off, you get like an extra hour, which is actually quite nice. The ANC on these are actually very good, especially for like $47. I really do like the quality of the ANC on these. I did use these while taking an Uber and while taking a shuttle from my apartment to the Mall of America and whatnot. And I didn't play any music. I didn't do anything like that. Just had active noise canceling on. And these did a very good job at keeping the noise of the shuttle, which is very loud, at a minimum, and keeping the noise of the light rail from the mall at a very decent volume as well. It's not going to compete with anything like, say, obviously Sony's or anything like that. But I do feel like for this price point, a lot of earbuds that brag and boast about having ANC just don't just don't cut the mustard, so to speak. And I feel like these do a very good job. The ANC doesn't feel cheap. There are no times where it cut out on me or that it felt like it wasn't working properly. The only thing that I would say is that you have to set it back up every time you reconnect these earbuds and put them back into your ear, which isn't terrible. All you gotta do is press and hold on the left earbud for like, was it like 2 seconds? And then it'll go back into noise canceling mode. And it's not that big of a deal. And it'll cycle between noise canceling, normal mode, which is just having it off, and turning on pass through mode. And speaking of the pass through mode, that works very well. My voice didn't sound too digitized, which tends to be a problem with me with a lot of other earbuds. So that's nice. Very nice and natural sounding pass through mode, and I really don't have any sort of issue with that whatsoever. Let's talk about the design and how comfortable they are in my ear. So I'm going to put them in my ear right now just to give you guys a just so I can give you guys a like impression of how they feel in my ear right now. I have had these for like a week, or not even a week, like a few days. So I'm putting them in my ear right now. Honestly, they're very comfortable. I really don't have any sort of issue. The stem isn't too long, and that tends to be an issue for a lot of people. I'll compare the stem of these to the stem of the Edifier Neobuds Pro here, just to show you guys how the stem compares. So, as you guys can see, they're not that too far off in terms of length, but in terms of thickness, that definitely does make a difference. And I do like that a lot. One thing I would say is maybe next time around, make the stem a little bit more compact, say around the size of like LG Tone FP8, FP9 territory, and that would be very nice. But these are definitely more thick drivers as well, which is nice. I'm trying to see if they give you any sort of indication about how big the drivers are on the box itself. The box also is very small, which is good. It's not gigantic, like say, for example, the AKG N400NC box or the Edifier Neobuds Pro box, which I'm not going to get out. But it's a very small and compact box, and I do like that. They don't say anything about the size of the driver on the box or anything like that, but honestly, I do feel like it's a pretty sizable driver. I'll compare it yet again to the Edifiers here, which have dual driver, and these are pretty thick boy. There's a pretty thick boy driver on the Hismell here. I left my AKGs over there, so I can't check that, but pretty sizable. And they give sound to match that, and I'll get into that here right now. So the sound of these, I would describe, I really do like the sound of these a lot. Very good bass representation. Vocal clarity is very nice. Not the most spacious earbuds in the world, but honestly, I can take or leave that. It's always nice when earbuds are spacious and have very good bass and very good vocal representation. But for me personally, it's not a must. It's just something that I've slowly began to appreciate over time after having earbuds like the Tone FP8, FP9, Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro, even those the AKG N400s, having quite a good amount of spaciousness in their audio, but still having a good amount of bass representation and etc. So I tested these the same way I test every single earbud. I use 32-bit 96 kilohertz wave files. I use some DSD files as well, just to see how well they will handle it. Because sometimes some earbuds just can't keep up with it, and they will cut out at times. I didn't have any sort of issues with that whatsoever on these, and it's very nice. I really do like how these sound a lot, especially for $47. You get quite good noise cancellation, a very good pass-through mode. They're comfortable enough for me. Again, if you don't like stem-style earbuds, that's just something that you're either gonna have to dodge these, or if you want them because of the price and you're hearing what I'm saying, you're just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. But overall, these do have Bluetooth 5. Oh, it does say the size of the driver on the back. I didn't even see that. 10 millimeter. So it's a big boy. It's a big boy driver in these. Okay. It's a big boy driver in these. I should have figured, because they are larger than the AKGs, which are 8.2 at 8.2 millimeter drivers. But yeah. Also, another thing that I would say, typos. Typos. Figure that out. not the biggest deal in the world, but you want people to, you don't want people to feel like they're getting scammed. So it would be nice to, figure out the typos. Obviously, it's a Chinese company, so that's harder to do. It does have IPX4 water resistance, has Bluetooth 5.2. As you guys can see, the model is called Hismell 01, even though I think on the, even though when they sent to me, they're called the Hismell 04. So it's very much like the HTC earbuds, where on the boxes is true wireless earbuds too. But in the Bluetooth settings and what the product is called overall is the HTC TWS3. Like, it's very weird, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Very simple name, very simple and to the point, unlike, say, Sony earbuds or any other earbud. It was a Sony WF1000 XM4. Like, no long code name to make it sound like you're going covert or whatever. So that's actually very nice. Overall, I do like these. I was kind of iffy on these, but I was more than willing to check these out. And I feel like for the price, $47, these do a very good job at a lot of things. The mics are okay in terms of call quality, like overall quality. I did test them on my laptop, and I did do a recording without like any sort of crowd noise or whatever. They sounded fine. They sounded actually good enough. My voice was a little bit digitized, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. But when I did play crowd noise, it did sound like my voice came off a little bit too muffled. So if you do a lot of indoor calling, you'll be fine. But if you're quick to the point when you're outside and on the phone, you should fare fairly well. You might have to repeat yourself a couple times, but overall, the mics are okay, I guess. But yeah, that's all I really got to say. I really do like these a lot. Hopefully they keep going and making more earbuds like this and keep improving, because like I said, another minor thing, not a minor thing. Another thing that I've run into is, there are times where these aren't connected to my phone, because I literally just got off of using these on my laptop. But, there were times where it would just, even though the case is closed, it would randomly just reconnect to the earbuds. I don't know why, but sometimes it would happen. Now, all I really had to do was open the earbud case and close it again, and it would eventually shut off. But it's just something that I wanted to bring up, because it is an issue. It might just be my particular unit, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. And if that's the one thing that I have an issue with overall, that's not terrible at all. But yeah, that's all I really got to say with this. Thank you again for sending me this review unit. They're very nice. I really do like them a lot. And yeah, this is Sparta. Thanks for watching. Thanks for support. I will have a link in the description below to both the 03 and the 04, just in case you want the white version. They're literally the same. One is just white and one is black. So yeah, have a good one, you guys.